What's up, y'all? Thank you guys so much for tuning into the channel once again. My name is Mark Mamboyo, and this is going to be the 5th episode of the Elevate podcast. If it is your first time tuning in, I appreciate you guys coming through to the channel. The value I want to bring to you guys with the podcast is motivation, self-empowerment, and simple storytelling. So with that being said, let's go ahead and get started with the 5th episode of the Elevate podcast. Here we go. Okay. So, 5th episode of the podcast. If you guys have been following me and you made it this far, I appreciate it. I appreciate the support, all the love, the comments, the likes, all the shares that you guys been doing for me. I really appreciate it. And, this is just another way where I can kind of put my word out, another platform to, share my journey, share my life. But in this episode, I'm actually going to be going over a question that my wife asked me the other day. It was so random, but we were out driving and she's like, when you wake up in the morning, what are you grateful for? And I was like, that's such a deep question, bruh. But it's a good question. So I was like, I'm just grateful to be alive. But then I was thinking, I'm sure not everybody is like how I am. And I know that most of us, most of us are human. We have jobs, we have school, we have wives, husbands, pets, kids, all of that. So I know that for the most part, when most of us wake up, it's just like, boom, autopilot. You just get ready for the day. You go shower, make your coffee. You don't even think. You just go. It just all go. No thinking. But I think that it's important, because when she asked me the question, I was like, that's pretty important. And I think that I'm probably going to talk about that on my next podcast, because it's a question that I feel that most of you don't ask yourself. I mean, maybe when you get older, like the older you're getting, you see and you reflect upon your own life, about what you have. And yeah, you might think about it. But for the most part, I know that you won't. Like, you're just going to go about your day. But being... I think about how grateful you are and how thankful you are of what you have in your life currently is definitely something that you should do, so you can, set the tone, set the vibe for the rest of the day. Because I know, like I said, you go autopilot, or, you wake up and you're in a bad mood. You're like, oh, you went out drinking too much, you're hungover, or, you got on the wrong side of the bed. It's a Monday and you're just like, you immediately think, you wake up and you think negative. What's that going to do for the rest of the day? It's like, you got to wake up and ask yourself the question, what am I grateful for today? And for me, it's always like, I wake up and I'm just like, oh, thankful I made it another day of life. I appreciate it. Thank you, God. But I know that most of us, you think about yourself and you just compare yourself to other people and what they have in their lives, when realistically you and what you're doing in your life is going to drive you to that next chapter and the next journey in your life. But if you continue to compare yourself, you're not going to be joyful, you're not going to be happy. And I think that personally, because you're never going to be content. You're just going to be always comparing yourself, like, oh, I wish I had that job. I wish I had that car. I wish I had that income. I wish I had that big house. I wish I had that, those flashy stuff. But if you kind of switch it and ask yourself, like, oh, I'm so thankful for my job that I have currently. This is not the final job. This is just a stepping stone. This is the foundation that I'm building for my process, my chapters, my book that that I'm creating in my life. Or, oh, I have a car right now. It might not be the best car, but it's still getting me from A to B, and so on and so forth. So, you're grateful for that, right? Or you're grateful for the simple things. I was able to wake up and shower and feel clean, like simple things like that. I'm so grateful for. Or you're grateful to have a cup of coffee. Like, I was able to buy a coffee maker and make it for myself this morning. It's simple things like that I feel like if you think about it internally, you're just like, oh, I actually have it all. Like, I have everything I need. I don't need any more. But I know that with most of us, you're going to do it. But what it's going to do to you and comparing is it's going to make you grind harder, make you work harder and get to that next step, get to the next journey, get to that next chapter in your life. But if you continue not asking yourself, like, what am I thankful for? What am I grateful for? I feel like your mindset and your emotions are just always going to be in like a bad state, a negative state, because you're not going to be grateful for what you currently have and what you have in your life right now. So I believe that you have to reflect often and reflect about what you have. Like I said, like, yes, you don't have that job. The job will come. Yeah, you don't have the income right now, but that income will come. You have income now, as long as it's putting a roof over your head, clothes over your back, food on the table. Be thankful for that. A lot of people out there, not saying like people that work and stuff, but like the homeless people, the kids in the foster homes, they don't have it all. The people on the streets, they don't have it all. Like the people that are homeless, they don't have it all. But I'm sure in their head, they're thankful for what they're doing at that moment. They're grateful for that spare change that people are giving them, that extra sandwich, that extra coffee, that water bottle that people are giving them. They're being thankful for it. But I'm sure that's bringing them to, the next stage, to get out of that position, to get into a better position, get a job finally, network with someone possibly to get, a position somewhere. I'm sure that eventually, if they continue to have that positive mindset and show that they're grateful for what they currently have, that energy is going to come, and that positivity is going to hopefully bring them to that next step. But, it's easy to just compare yourself, but comparison is like, it's a thief of joy. It's like the thief of, like, it's going to suck all that happiness out of you, all that positivity that you have, all those, you have to really think about, like, what in yourself is going to change to make yourself a better person. And that, I think, is asking yourself, what am I grateful for? What am I thankful for? And, asking yourself that every day, throughout the day. Oh, it's like, oh, I made a wrong turn. Oh, but like, I'll get there. I'll get to the destination. There might be an accident down the road. It's like, oh, I'm in traffic. We're going to pass it eventually. Like, think about the positive things. Don't think about the negative things, because you want to put yourself in that mindset, that positive mindset, that elevated mindset. And I feel that with that elevated mindset, that's only going to create you to have like a healthier living. You're not going to, stress is, I feel like stress is a killer. Like, the older you get, the more things, the more responsibilities obviously you have. So the more things and the more stresses that you're going to have throughout the day. Like your kids or your pets or a job or, school. But if you have a positive mindset and you're thankful for, I'm so grateful that I'm in this position to have the education that I'm getting, or have the job that I'm getting, and also the income that is supplementing me. Might not be the best, but I'll get there eventually. I'll get that, promotion. I'll get that raise. Only time, just give it time. Time is so precious, and it's important that, we take care of it, and we, take advantage of it, and try to put ourselves in a positive mindset at all times. And I feel that also when you have gratefulness and, positivity and thankfulness, you have better experiences. You have better everyday experiences, life experiences, and that's only going to bring you better energy. Because I feel like if you're always in that negative mindset, like I said, you're just going to bring that negative energy. It just like continues to add on top of each other. We're just like, oh, I got a flat tire. Oh man, this happened. Oh, that happened. But instead, switch it up. Think about like, oh, like I said in the last one, in the last podcast, I was talking about accountability, right? And you're just like, yeah, you made that decision, but take yourself accountable, because what lesson, like I said, don't change it to why me, change it to what lesson is this trying to bring me? What kind of value is this trying to bring me in my life today? That's going to make me a better person, and what's going to elevate me and bring me to that next level and to that next chapter of this journey. But, I feel that, like I said, start your day asking yourself, because I'm going to start doing it, like asking myself, like, what am I thankful for? I'm so thankful for, just waking up. That's a simple thing, just waking up. Oh, I'm so thankful for having a blanket over. It's cold. It's winter here in Jersey right now, but actually I think it's spring. But be thankful for those simple things. I'm so thankful to have a roof over my head. Ask yourself that. I'm so thankful for the roof. It might not be the biggest house, but it's something. It's keeping me and my family warm. I have I have a car to get to work. I get to school. I have clothes. Literally the simple things. Be thankful for the simple things, because those are what's going to vibrate you to that next level, that higher energy, that higher place, that higher side of life that you're going to see eventually. But, only time will tell. But, as long as you keep, yourself in that positive mindset, that positive vibe, and, bring yourself that positive energy, and surround yourself, of course. Surround yourself with like-minded individuals and like-minded people. They're going to uplift you, right? If you surround yourself with, so here's another example. In about like maybe 2 to 3 weeks, maybe a month, I'm going to be taking my cosmetology board exam. And, there's a lot of people in my class that they study, but they don't really study that much. But me personally, what am I going to surround myself with? I'm going to surround myself with people that are like-minded and they're going to study, the same as how I'm studying. And that should bring me to a better place, a better position. And I'm so grateful for that. Like, that's a simple thing. I'm so grateful for the opportunity that my classmates are giving me to study with them, or to send each other like study guides, or note cards or something like that, so that we can all pass that together and bring ourselves to that next level. But like I said, like, that in itself is, I am so positive in attracting that positive energy to me, where I hope that energy gets on them and everybody around us, so we all pass and get to that, get that A and get that passing grade in this state board exam. But like I said, stay positive, be thankful, be grateful, and just try to keep yourself in that positive mindset, because this is not the end of the road, right? We're on this journey together. And if I actually have one question, and it's pretty crazy, because ask yourself this, right? Would you live differently today if tomorrow you only have what you said today you're grateful for? Like, say you woke up today and you're like, I'm grateful for my car, my house, and my girl. But then tomorrow, the only thing you get is your house, your car, and your girl. What would you be thankful for today that you would want to bring with you tomorrow? You would say everything, right? Because I would. I appreciate you guys coming in for the podcast, the 5th episode of the Elevate podcast. Hopefully I brought some value to you guys, some positivity, some motivation. Hopefully you guys persevere in this journey that we are in right now, and have the confidence and self-esteem to get to that elevated level. I appreciate you guys for coming through, and peace out.